I'm waiting. I'm waiting for his head to pop up because for when it happens. Did you do it yet? Oh!
Wait.
He seems confused.
Why can't you talk? Why can't you type? What's going on, Concon?
You can tell that's in his. He's even like smirking over there. He's like, "What?" He does.
All right, so here we go into game 1: orochiwolf versus Razo, and this is the button check. So.
You know, I appreciate button checks. Sometimes you gotta make sure your buttons are right and your attack is working just as fine. Sometimes also, when I used to do button checks, it was more for tournament jitters, just to get them out of the way.
All right, I can see that. I don't expect these two players to have tournament jitters.
No, not at all.
For the amount of time that they've spent on the camera.
It can still happen though. Like at the worst of times, like it can happen. But not as frequent as like a new player versus like a seasoned veteran like these two.
Okay, so we're starting game 1 of winners quarters. orochiwolf versus Razo on Final Destination. Okay, well that's a good combo coming out from Razo. He's able to convert 47 damage off a down air. And he continues to throw out these down airs. Really makes orochiwolf respect the run-in.
Alright, orochiwolf trying to find... Yeah, he has to respect Razo right now because he's approaching Razo, and I feel that one of the tools that Peach lacks in the matchup, or even just in general, is actual proper approach tools. Yeah, she has turnip, but that turnip pull is really slow, and not only that, the throw animation isn't as great as most of them are. So I feel like Peach actually struggles to approach, but orochiwolf is pretty much doing Razo the favor, and he's been approaching him quite a few times, and Razo's just been able to punish him.
Well, that rising up air isn't going to catch Razo like it did Zenyu. He's able to get a quick punish with those jab 1, 2, 3.
Nice forward throw. Razo's just being extra cautious. I like how he tossed the turnip up there to also cover the potential jump get up.
Oh, the spot dodge gets punished with a hard fair. See, down throw. Chasing, does not find an air dodge and still catches him with the forward air.
What a setup. The man is legendary.
Wow, chasing orochiwolf into the sky.
Just letting him know, man, there is no place you can run. There is nowhere that is safe in FD. It's just you, me, and the stage. All right, Razo pretty much on the stock lead right now.
Wow.
Able to actually get away from that up smash. Was that a trade?
That nair into up smash would have been so sick, but Razo sneaking in a nair to get the trade and escape with his life. That was slick.
Nice, able to air dodge just in the nick of time to get rid of that up air. Also doing a pretty good job just trying to stay around on the stage and get as much percent as possible.
Okay, orochiwolf just spin dashing to the side. Okay,
there it is.
Able to connect the F smash this time.
orochiwolf only 50% to his name. How is he going to come back? He's been approaching Razo quite a few times, so Razo's actually been able to get the percent on him. So his approaches have to be a little more timed. He has to be extra careful how he approaches as well.
Okay, orochiwolf able to escape from that grab on his recovery. Now attacking a good amount of damage onto Razo.
Alright, orochiwolf in a tough spot right now. He is making the climb slowly. 41% to Razo's name right now, going up a little bit higher. orochiwolf holds the stage. He's trying to trick Razo into coming in with possible forward tilt, jab, anything just to open up Razo.
One thing you got to notice about those spring rides into down airs, at a certain distance, they actually become like auto-canceled. You can just grab them, just scoop them up right out of that landing. Speaking of scooping up, Razo scooped up game 1.
Yeah, he did.
With that
forward there.
That strong fair. Oh. So good. Like, the fact that Peach takes off her crown and smacks someone with it.
That hurts, dude.
Like,
I don't know what the crown is made of, but it's made of something.
Star power. It's made of star power.
Pretty strong.
What happened to all those stars in Mario 64?
That's where the crown went to, man. All right, coming now into game 2 of Razo versus orochiwolf. orochiwolf going to have to change his game plan around and shift his paradigm a little because he's been approaching Razo, and that's what Razo wants. An opponent who's approaching him despite the fact that Peach doesn't have many great approach tools.
Yeah, as you can see, Razo being forced to approach a little bit as orochiwolf plays a little bit more defensive, using his spin dashes to weave in and out instead of just strictly approaching.
Exactly. Dash attack into a forward air. Razo now controlling the stage, going into the little bit of the side of the stage, trying to sneak orochiwolf with a hit.
Even though orochiwolf is forcing Razo to approach, he's getting clipped by a few turnips and even by a back air. Oh, almost able to convert off that spring. Now orochiwolf having a little bit of difficulty getting in on Razo. Razo continues to just throw out a bunch of float moves.
Yeah, he definitely does that full cancel move, so Razo has to pretty much continue the pace up while orochiwolf has to be the one to approach. He's at 104%. He has a lot of catching up to do. Orochiwolf still should have been going to that game where he's trying to trick Razo into going in when he's not going in instead.
Well, jab one to grab is not going to work out for the orochiwolf as he spring rides his way back onto stage. Spin dash into up air.
Good job from Razo, stalling his descent onto the stage. That was a stitch face too.
Oh.
Nice, coming back to the stage and spot dodging, continuing the pressure even off the stage. Is that a footstool? No, orochiwolf still able to come back.
Yeah, I like what Razo was going for. Another footstool. He's trying to beat out that spring ride after the footstool with these down airs. He's just not catching it.
Not at all. Down air, Razo trying to continue that lead as well. Only 2 stocks, 110%. orochiwolf can snuff this out. I like how he's being a little more patient this time around. It may be a little too late, but it's not too late to start now. There it is.
Wow.
Finds that opening, but good DI coming up from Razo. Still stalling yet again with the counter.
Okay, was able to make it back, but F-tilt will seal out the stock. I saw those death sparks come out. I actually thought it was because down tilt connected. Okay, scoops him up this time with a pivot grab, and now reading the air dodge lands fair, throwing out turn-ups for pressure. But offensive option will get orochiwolf back to stage.
Couple of empty hops coming out from Razo, trying to continue those down air pressures to cover the stage below him. Razo pretty much sees the blood in the water. He's trying to take out the stock, but he knows he doesn't have to commit as much as orochiwolf does.
Okay.
What a great item play right there, coming out from the turnip.
Wow,
there
just
it is.
catching the spin dash onto Razo with a good up smash to seal out.